Welcome. Welcome to Watching with Styles. Hopefully, everybody had a great weekend. And there's no better weekend than a weekend when you're 6-0. Man, it is a great feeling. I wasn't at home, but it was still the same. Our game travels to when I'm at home, at my parents' house, in a hotel. It doesn't matter. This team wins nonetheless. This is probably one of the, it's not one of them, it's just easily probably the most complete game we've played. Definitely the best half that I've seen in a long time. Don't sleep on LSU. Remember, we're only up 14-0 at half. And I said this, I think I said this on TV, Terry Brown's Spaces on Tuesdays. And I might have said it on the locker Wednesdays, 9 or 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that if we can get to halftime ahead, LSU defenders are going to probably start doing things that is outside the framework of the defense. Oh, Ethan, I appreciate that. This game was glorious. Now, defensively, though, we are still having breakdowns in coverage. And that concerns me if we were to play a team with a advanced level in the passing game. I don't think one of those teams is on our schedule, which I love, but in a bowl game, it can be detrimental. And it's just the little things. It's technique and knowing. One thing about defense is you have to know, and it's on offense too. You have to know what the weakness of your defense is. That's first of all. Second of all, especially as a corner, you have to understand how your teammate plays those coverages. Can the linebacker on your side get to curl flat? Or is he influenced by play action fake and he will never get to the curl flat? So you might have to play his responsibility a little bit. Those kind of things, intricacies that we need to know as a defense, route combination, what route combinations do this team like to run, et cetera, et cetera. So then you're not reacting as much on game day. You are just, your body and your mind are working as a team, and you're just taking yourself to the spot because you've seen enough on film, you've practiced enough, and it's not a reaction. It's just your body just goes there. Well, as always, let's get into this baby. First play, I documented this. They want to get on Twitter already in one of the cut-ups. They want to get their ball to Butte. And man, this kid is a stud. It sucks to see him out for the season. That's the bad thing about playing in this conference is injuries, man. And we are hit with a couple bugs ourselves. And everybody is. Just because of the day in, day out, practice time, and games with elite athletes every week. It's tough. It really is. This play is made by great fundamentals. Look at the eyes on the quarterback. You can see helmet, eyes to the quarterback, right? Now his front hand is off the ball. Now we got to start driving. Watch Devontae drive. Watch Jones drive. This is key. The first play means a lot to me. It says how locked in we are. Everybody playing their responsibilities. That is a great job by Robinson, man. This is excellent. Taking out this guy and making it easy for everybody else to rally to the ball. Because now he is about to cut off this contain. Butte has enough speed. If he's able to get here, there's no might. He will get a lot more yards. Boom. You see the little hitch in the step? He wants to go outside. Let's see if playing full speed. Right there. Saw a little stutter step? Right there. He's running natural. Boom, boom. That slows him down. That gives everybody else time to get there. Just imagine he was able to go here. That means Jones will have to run at least another 5 to 6 yards further. I don't know if he can cut him off. This is a great play by the guy who doesn't get credit. But in the film room, he will get credit for this. I promise you. That's a great first play. I'm out. I don't know if you guys have been in the TB spaces. TB does a spaces, I think Tuesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we had a discussion about, do we want to kick off first or be on offense first? This drive was exactly what we needed as a team, being at home. They get the crowd involved. I could tell from the TV how loud it was. This is a great reaction by Square. I've said this so many times last year, it's like a broken record. Pulling linebackers gotta come and turn in the running back to your other linebacker, okay? But on this play, Square makes a play. See the tight end come? He comes right before him. He beats him to the spot and makes this tackle. This is excellent work. We are in 3rd and 7. We have to get off the field right now. Can you imagine? And it ended up, we all know how the game played out. But can you imagine 3rd and 7, we got off the field, how loud it would be? We can't foresee that Square is gonna get a strip sack and the crowd goes crazy anyway. Can you imagine 3rd and 7, they punt, we get the ball probably about the 30-yard line, or maybe closer than that, just by the crowd noise, because it was electric. This is a pure case of miscommunication because of the crowd noise. He's in man, everybody else is in zone. I also showed this in a cut up. He's in man. The easy way to know as a fan if it's man or zone, because sometimes these guys run some complicated stuff because of just being in a 3-4, is just look at the corners and look at the safeties or their eyes on the quarterback. If the eyes on the quarterback, you can't play man when your eyes are on the quarterback. And you see Carrington eyes on the receiver, so you know he's playing man. And we had this thing defended pretty nicely. The linebackers pass on the mesh route. See the mesh route, they pass on. Weaver tries to get back. But if Carrington was where he's supposed to be, which would probably be somewhere in here, he would have broke up on this play and stopped this thing. But since he thought it was man, you can see it right here. See how he's crossing over with the route? He's going with, I don't know who that is. That might be Butte. He's crossing with him, which says he's man. So we have two guys in the same area, which is something that doesn't happen in zone. Two guys stacked up on each other. And this happened more than once on this drive. So if Carrington is in this part of the field, right here, he makes a play on this because he's going to look at the quarterback. Now imagine if he was right here, quarterback turns his shoulder, he will start driving right now. And I don't think they would get this first down because everything else is pretty well covered. That's just a blown coverage. When we are focused and intent, and this guy here is a monster. He's getting more pub now, obviously, but he's been doing this for a while. Look at him stand this guy up. Now, he doesn't get the tackle, but him standing him up and Rodgers and Ox closing off the gaps here, it allows, I think Robinson comes and makes this tackle. It allows that. All right, Louis, and we gotta be more. It happens though. I'm gonna just be honest with you. No one plays 100%. That's great. I'm gonna tell you, Robinson is starting to understand that field linebacker position. I want people to understand it's totally different than playing the nickel, which is in essence the field linebacker in a 3-4. It's different because when you play nickel, teams are usually in um, 10 personnel with 4 wide receivers, or they in 11 personnel with 1 tight end, and you in the slot in the field, it's totally different because you're playing nickel because you're expecting the team to pass. But when you're in every down field outside linebacker, you have to understand the fits that comes with the run game, and he has improved tremendously in that aspect. This is great stuff. LSU did a great job of picking this up. Just want people to understand, if you rush 4, it's not a blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4. But what happens is we can rush 4 from so many different angles. They don't know when it's coming. Okay. We have to do a better job on this tackle from Robinson, but that's good enough. So here's the deal, right? The offensive line has to respect that this guy's going to come, this guy's going to come, now this guy. Now, how do you block that? Right? Do you go there to there, there to there, and him to him, and then he helps, and then he has that? But what happens is we drop. We drop him. So what LSU does well is now he should be looking for one of these guys, but I don't know if they knew it pre-snap. The center came over and got the linebacker, got square. That's pretty good blocking. And that gives them time. Now we just got to make that tackle. Now we got to get off the field. Now let me show you this again. This is miscommunication. Let me do this like I do every week. Remember, there's 6 underneath zones. There's a flat, there's a curl, there's a hook, there's a hook, there's a curl, and there's a flat that's off the screen, right? Watch this. We're going to have 2 guys. I'm going to show you right now that are going to stack up on each other. So that means right now, when I go here, we have 5 guys underneath zone, right? Let me show you. 1, because we've been rolling 3 deep to this boundary a lot. Maybe I'll show you what I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 underneath zone guys, because it's 3rd and 6. And we're going to try to play the sticks. Okay? 5 guys in 6 zones. You normally would leave the widest flat open. Okay? So now watch this. He's in the hook, and we got 2 guys on top of each other. One of these guys should be, there's a guy here, one of the guys should be here, and one of the guys should be here in the hook. Now, that means he can break up on this. It's inexcusable to have 2 guys in the same, they're touching hands. Look, they can even touch each other. That's not good zone defense. So we had a miscommunication, and I'm gonna say it's probably the linebacker Jones, because in essence, I'm gonna say that we got. Maybe I'm gonna write it that Valentine has flat, square has hook to curl in the boundary, and as many times I said this. When you're in the boundary, that hook to curl is kind of in the same area. So he doesn't have to go that far, right? So now you would say that Jones would have the hook. I think that's Geiger would have the curl, and this corner would have flat. Something like that. But we have 2 guys in the same area. That leaves that wide open. That's a failure on our end, not executing the defense call. We got to do a better job in coverage because our pass defense is pretty good, but we break down on occasion. I'm not gonna play all these plays and go through everything, but I just want you to see that everybody's in their gaps. Now, we had one guy that fell down. And if he doesn't fall, if Josiah doesn't trip, he makes this play. If you see that. If he doesn't trip, I don't know who tripped him. The guard tripped him. I don't know. He fell on purpose. We make that play right here. But with everybody rallying, everybody in their gaps, we still make that play. That's good work, man. I think that square that made the stop, and then Ox and Josiah jumped on top. 2nd and 6. This is solely on the play call and on this guy right here. He forces the offensive line to identify him. It's the same way I said in a tweet that he's the Wandale of the defense. This is what I mean by this. Everybody over here, that guy who called the plays, this guy, that guy, and this whole group identifies where number 4 is. I guarantee you. So they are aware where he is. And being overly aware causes this. You got a double team on a guy that leaves this edge rusher square wide the hell open. You got 2-on-1. This is why the 3-4 is so good. I can't remember who tweeted this out to me. His concerns was that the 3-4 leaves the can't remember how he said, makes the run game weak because you don't have 4 linemen. Understandable to a point. But here's the difference. Our outside linebackers are long. That's what makes a 3-4. You have to have long athletes that can get off of blocks. And I don't think we are hurting on the run game. We're only hurting the run game when we don't do our job. Yeah, that's why, Brandon, that's why, man, I'm telling you, if you look at week 1, ULM, and you keep going down to this week 6, the execution of stunts has improved tremendously. It's like night and day. And I would call that, to me, like sort of a twist with the defensive end and a linebacker. And like you said, the way Square cut off the corner, when you see this, it's just simple. It's like it's like a twist. If he went here and he belly over, that's the same thing happening here with Pascal and Square. But instead of Square, like Brandon said, coming way over here, and that's like a second or half a second, watch how tight he is. He is right off the hash mark. He doesn't want to let this guy get a hand on him. So he don't want to be right on him because he might could trip him or any of that. He got just enough distance and he timed it up perfectly. Like I said, in the cutout, what gets you is that I'm gonna say I think that's Ox. Ox is almost in like a 2-eye. He's in a 1-2-eye-ish. Now we're in a 4-eye. And it messes things up because the offensive linemen are anticipating maybe if we get a blitz up the middle or maybe something like this. So it screws the blocking up because somebody's got to go for these two. But when Ox goes in, now the tackle's got to figure out the guard has to figure out, do I help the tackle or not? Now the tackle's on him one-on-one because he's outside eye of him. He's more of like a 5, a wide 5. So now if you run it, Ox goes in, the guard does a great job of not being influenced. Now, in essence, what they could have done, which is difficult to do on the fly, is he goes here and he goes here. Now here's the deal. If they do that with this slant, Pascal could probably beat that guard trying to come over late. So you put the offensive line in a bind, and that's just beautiful work. But that's the part of it. See the chop? We have had chances and we haven't chopped that arm down. That's great work, man. Great work. And now, even though we should have been off the field a long time ago, we still get off the field and the fans are in the game. I wish in this situation, I don't know how we blocked this, but I wish since Bates has this, if I can't remember which lineman comes out, he would have saw that and then went to the next level. Because if they do that, well, that's C-Rod. If C-Rod would have went, instead of getting here, because remember, see, this is the hard thing to know, is where your back is. He is fast. Just touch him is good enough. Just Bates doing that would have been good enough. If C-Rod could have just climbed to the next level, they got him. See how close that is? Woo, 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 woo. That could have been out the gate. Great job getting the first down. Now we got to do a better job of holding. Now I tried to tell, well, didn't have a preview show last week at LSU because I was out of town, but they're good too. They're good too. Their alignment did a great job for the first half. Then the second half, the wheels fell off. This guy draws so much attention that him motioning gets the eyes of these guys on him just in case. And when that happened, we blew guys up. We got the defensive lineman into their lap. Got us in 3rd and 7. Now this is this is progress in Will. This play shows how quickly he gets off of number one. And that's been a problem. Number one, I'm going to say, just from, like I say all the time, I don't know the offense. This is a new offense. I really know any of the offense because I'm not at practice. So I don't know the name of the players. I don't know what's called. I think that's one. But here's the great thing about this play. It puts stress on the defense. Let's see if I can show you. If they play in zone, right, what we do is we run a shallow crosser. We run levels, a deeper one, and then we run an out. So what it does is stretches the linebackers. They have to make a choice, right? If this linebacker jumps on this route, that means there's going to be a window behind. Okay? If this linebacker, which I don't know the exact in and the route, if this linebacker goes with that route, goes with this route, come on, baby, goes with that route, what this wide receiver runs an out route can do, he can run an out, then come back in. Because now that window's wide open. Just the stress you put on, them is difficult. It shows better from the end zone cut. You can definitely tell. You can see Will's eyes. Look, he's looking right here. You can see his eyes right there. He's like, that linebacker's going with him. If he goes with him, the spot behind him is open. See, he's looking there. Now he's going to pump. See that pump there? He's like, nope. Now his eyes go here. Because now he knows with that guy vacating, he gets a nice little window. Now all he has to do is make the throw. Boom. Easy pitch and catch. We call a great play for their coverage. That's why it's like difficult to dial up. It's difficult to scheme guys open because you got to know what the defense is running. Now this is touchdown, man. This is good work. And this again shows the confidence that Will is getting. He knows he's coming backside. It's been already predetermined. I got single coverage on this guy here. Watch how he tries to hold the safety right there with his eyes. Now, next level would be to look more this way to kind of get him to draw off that hash more. So then you'll make this window even wider because you see him move. So you see his eyes, see his head, but that safety never moved because his head doesn't get far enough over. That's touchdown, man. I've looked at this so many times. I don't see how it's not a touchdown, but I really got this angle because remember I've talked about, I can't remember what game, is how low Will's release is. Look where that ball comes from. That's like a 3/4 ear throw. It's not high at all. Just something to think about when passes get batted down the line of scrimmage. Now, how does he not have the ball? And here's the kicker. He still has it. He takes this, and his hands are firmly on the ball. There's no bobble. Right there, his hands are still firmly on the ball. And they replayed it, and that's crazy. We got holes there, Tommy. We got holes. That's close. I'll spend some time on this. We got to it looks like a 4-eye with this lineman. We got to get a better chip because he's on the inside shoulder up there. We got to get a better chip by Horsey. You got to chip a little longer so then Derek could get and hopefully seal that off before you get to the next level. Horsey came off too quickly. And now Derek couldn't get across, and now that's ball game. That's good work. Their defensive line is pretty good. Now, this is the thing, like I said earlier, where we dialed up a play for that zone. We thought they were going to play man. And we ran, if they were playing man, a great route. I wanted to show you the route. So let's just say there was man. This guy would have Wandell here and here. So Harris, what he does is he try to run a crosser to rub that guy. And then Wandell runs, we call a Tom route. So hopefully, if he gets the rub, he thinks, oh, they rubbed me. I'm going to drive on that route. And then we run the Tom route. Watch. Oops. Let me get that off the screen. This is a great man-to-man beater, but we don't run man. They don't run man. They run zone. Now, this is what I like about Will. He's decisive. Right or wrong, be decisive. Now, here is, I don't know if I got an end zone cut. Here is what could have happened. I think that's Harris. Sometimes you got to be patient because there's no rush there, right? Because either this guy was going to come over late. Once you read zone, that guy was going to come over late, come open late, or Harris going to come open late. Because they defended the original concept very well. Now, be patient and let Harris go across the field and hoping that corner follows that crosser over here. Because look, he's open. That's the next level. I do have an end zone. Watch. See that? See that vacating? And watch Harris. Harris, there's no one else over here. There's no white jersey over here. If you saw it on the other clip, there's no white jersey over there. This is the corner. Number one, Ricks is the corner that was on that side. Let's see if I can show you. That's the next level, is to be patient in the pocket. That's number one. If you can see, I think you can see his number. That's number one right there. That's the only other guy over here. That's a linebacker. Watch. They both going this way, right? Number one, you'll see in the end zone view. Number one is right there. That's number 23. That was the guy who was guarding C-Rod. C-Rod's going to go across, right? If Will stay in the pocket, don't vacate, just wait, be patient. There's no one at his feet. He would have waited just a split second more. Harris is wide, butt naked open because there's no one else over there. Because Ricks went this way with that guy. See what I'm saying? That's the next progression. Now, this is just easy pickings. We snapped the ball fast. They blew a coverage. The corner's in man. Everybody's in man, but I'm going to show you someone else is open. Everybody's in man, but somebody's not. Failure communication. Look, he's open too. That's why I've said this since week 1. There's somebody open on every play. We have to find them. It's really just that simple. There's someone open on every play. On this play, we got 2 guys open. We got both guys in the flats open because the linebackers were playing or too worried about the run. 1, 2. Now here's the question. Riddle me this. Let's say C-Rod was not open. Would Will have checked backside? Now defense got to come on the field and keep the foot on the throat. Telling you. These 2 guys, Jones and Square, are really starting to play off each other a lot better. Great job by Square, trying to turn that thing inside. Everybody's holding their gap, creating a pile. Weaver, everybody. That's a good job. 3 yards or less on first down, the defense wins. 4 yards or more, the offense wins on first down. So we got him behind the chains. Great rush. Now, here's the thing about Ox. Man, it sucks that he's out for the season. He also has to understand what his pass rush responsibilities are. He's got to keep that outside contained. They let this happen. They get too many free yards. Now, this is just a great pitch and catch. That's good defense. Great throw beats good defense every time. A great throw beats great defense every time. Carrington was in position, just a better throw. I think this is a route highlight. This is just like the route we ran earlier when we gave it to Epps. This is a cover 2 beater. You cannot do a better job with this. The only thing that possibly could happen is after Devontae gets a jam is to keep getting depth. Instead of jamming so much, all you want to do is make him reroute. So now they are 2 guys in the same spot. When you try to get that big of a jam and push, you could probably push with just because he pushed with the inside arm. He turns his shoulders, and now he can't keep getting depth, right? So as a man, he just pushed him, got depth, and got to probably about right here. He might have been able to break on this a little bit better, maybe. That's the only critique on that. Is you don't have to get both hands on him. You just want to reroute him. Thing about it is reroute him. You can reroute him with your body, Or if he tries to cross your face, then you got to get hands on him. But as long as you pushed him to almost the top of the numbers, you're fine. And then with that, you could have been a little deeper. Now, we got to break on this better. You're going to give this up. That's a long-ass throw. I have no problem giving this up. This is a cover 2 beater. This is actually a cover 3 beater too, because the flat is open. Even if it was cover 3, Dort would have to respect this route, and they would drop him off, and then everybody would have to rally. This is a cover 2 or cover 3 beater. Now we just got to react, and when we hit him, we got to make him feel it. That's not making him feel it. We got to punish receivers for catching the ball on us, period. That changes games. It's like body blows. It's like how Fury was killing Wilder because Wilder's like 40 pounds lighter. All he had to do was just lean on him. The more he leaned on Wilder, the more fatigue he got, although Wilder's stamina level is horrific. This shows more from the end zone. Now, here's the thing. This is why this is great. When this tackle blocks down, usually the defense end will come down with him, although keeping his outside arm free. But Pascal reads this from jump. He doesn't even go down with the lineman. He's like, something is up. Something is not right. So I'm not going to be influenced by that. He stayed there. I don't know, he watched film and said, why am I going to go this way when the back is coming this way? Right? Because if they were going to run this way, this back will go that way. You don't understand how quick of a reaction that is. This is when I was talking about earlier. It's not reactionary. He studied this, and his mind is taking his body where it should be. And he shouldn't be there. With this type of play, this receiver should be outside of the in-man line of scrimmage easily. But since since Pascal did not get influenced by the down block, he is a unblocked guy. He's supposed to be unblocked. Since he didn't get influenced by it, that's like a 5-6 yard loss. That's a great play, man. He is making himself a ton of money. Again, we're only rushing 4, right? We're only rushing 4. Look at Pascal manhandle that. That makes that pass difficult, even though they caught it. Man, he is a beast. This is again. Who's coming? You don't know. 3rd and 5, they run. This is a great read after the fake run. After they dropping back in coverage. Great job by Square coming up and making that tackle. Now the only thing is we got to make them go backwards. See, this is next level thinking right now. Is it's 3rd and 5. All right. This is what I want people to understand. This is when you become like Greg Lewis, Brian Urlacher, those type of guys. Patrick Willis. Is you think more than just the play and formation. They are on the 35-yard line, okay? It is 3rd and 5. You don't give them too many yards, because if you get them too many, it'll be 4th and 2, and they're going to probably go for it. And 2 yards is easy to make for an offense. So you want to get them, you don't want them to get any yards. You want to get them nada. Well, that's a great reaction by Square. Great reaction. Now, he's not even defensive lineman. Saw that? Saw the spin move? Watch the spin move from a linebacker on a tackle. On a guard, rather. This guard tries to block down on Square. We got a linebacker in the A-gap. I think we took out the nose. I think we're playing with 5 or 6. Because I think it's just Pascal and Weaver, I think, or Wright, who's rushing. See that? Great job, spin move off of number 70. See the spin move right there? Into the tackle. That Square had a damn. Square has really come along, man. And not come along like he was, but the playmaking. He's been making plays, like high level plays. He's always been solid. And that's the same thing with Corker. Corker's been solid. He just got to make some more big splash plays to get to the next level. Now, the thing about it, you can't hunt him down, though. You got to let the plays come to you. I like the reduced formation, and I like the two tights on one side. Now, I talked about this earlier. I like Will being decisive. Next level is that guy's. Here's the deal. This is the easy thing. You're in the boundary, right? This guy's got to have curl flat. This guy, remember the 6 zones. He's got to have curl to flat. Or the corner's going to have flat, and then you have to really come off of it. But you're going to read that linebacker, and you're going to influence him. You influence him with the route, with the flat route. Now, if he's going to take the flat now, right now, that means the curl is open. All you had to do was fake, boom. That's open. Now, I don't mind this, though. I'd rather that than throwing into some coverage or getting the ball tipped and intercepting. I like that. Now, this easy blocking with that lineman being, I might have to stop, y'all. Let's see. Give me a second. Nope. Gonna have to stop. My program stops once every time. I don't know how to fix it, man. I really don't. I don't know if anybody saw Dare do the gritty after the touchdown. Man, it is nothing like playing your ex team, your home team, and then coming away with a victory in the style that they came away with, man. That will make anybody feel great. That was big for a lot of us, me included. Now I can continue wearing my Kentucky stuff every day without anybody saying anything, because now they're gonna be quiet. They don't want to talk to me now. So like I'm saying here, when they run this simple route, it is the simplest of route. This is basic 101. We're gonna run a flat. We're just gonna hook up. Everything is predicated on this linebacker. He's got to guard one. He can't guard both of them. And right there is open. He did a good job there, but look at this. It's open. Reason why? Because you run the zone read here, and these two linebackers have to respect it. Now, this guy's reading pass because the tight ends are right over him. So now you're reading him. Now all you have to do is pump and then go right there. See, this linebacker's trying to get there because he knows he has this backside hook. But he's beat because he has to respect the run too. So that's there. That's the next level. Now we got guys on skates. With their alignment, this is another case of just alignment beats, right? With this guy here lining up outside of there tells Horsey that I can get to the next level. Now, I don't know if Horsey is supposed to chip and then get the linebacker. I don't know if he knows that Fortner is this good to turn that guy right now, because this is all set about Fortner's ability to seal that nose guard. See how he seals him right now? This is ball game, because now we got 2-on-2. And 2-on-2 with any good offensive line is ball game. This is all set up by Fortner's ability to seal that nose tackle, which I don't know what he was thinking about, because they overloaded on this side. He goes across the center face. Now he just put his team in a bind. Now that's ball game. Now next level, this is the next level for our program. And it's no disrespect to any of the running backs that we have had. We have had some really good running backs as of lately. The next level for a running back is when we get someone dynamic who breaks this one for a touchdown. He's not touched. The ball's here. He's not touched until about 15 yards down the field. And when you do this and slow down, that should be one cut gone. You can see it here. Boom. One cut. You got one guy with all that field to work with, and you basically ran into him. Once we can get I'm going to just say, it's crazy what I'm about to say, Reggie Bush, Travis Etienne, J.K. Dobbins, someone who can just break those. We need to break that. That needs to be 6 because everything was worked perfectly. You got a one-on-one with a safety with space. We got to turn that into 7 soon. Now this is, I don't know if you guys remember the 2019 80 grand, how we was building up on plays. We was running plays. Then we had a play off of that, some counters off of that. This is something that drives defensive coordinators crazy because now they have to game plan all of this. You know what happened? We ran the same toss sweep against Florida. I think we ran at least 2 or 3 times. So now what happened? All week, I guarantee you, they had scout team. And they said, this is how we're going to defend that play. Because they ran it, we got to defend it. Well, then Coach Cohen said, well, we're going to run something off of it. We're going to fake block the corner. We're just going to send a tight end down the field. Easy pickings. I said that before the season started. And this is what I'm going to repeat it again. I said something to this point. The great thing about Cohen for this season is no one knows what he's going to call. Because he had a defense when he was at, I think, Maine. That the university came from? Maine. Then he had offense when he was offensive coordinator in college. Then he went to the Rams, and the Rams have a scheme. And it's like, which one he's going to use? He's going to use a combination. Then we had an offense running game that we did so well, we were so successful with here. He's going to mix all that in, right? So now coaches don't know what's going to come. That's why ULM had no idea that we was going to be running those play action fakes, those deep over routes. Then teams got, they're going to run the over route. So now they are stopping that. So now the thing is the evolution and the stacking on top of each other, the plays, is now teams have tape on you, and now it's up to you to adapt and progress in your playbook. This is a natural progression. This is nothing special. This wasn't like something that came he created on the fly. This was in the playbook already. But you have to have confidence that your players can do it. And this is just beautiful work. Look at that. It is just a simple. This is the simplest of the simplest play. All we did was we faked the toss. Everybody's reacting because we run the ball so well. They run in single high safeties. There's just going to be a natural void, especially when LSU plays man. Now, if LSU didn't play man on this down, we wouldn't have got so many yards, right? Because all he's going to do is he's going to stop. This receiver's going to stop. Ooh, my bad. This receiver's going to stop to pull this corner up. If they were in zone, it would have been a little different. Now, still the same thing, because if this corner is selling with here, there's still a little void there. Great. Either or, it's a great play, great result, ends up big play. This is a great run by Jatan, as Anthony White has schooled me on how to pronounce. I like just the easy in, speed out, in the whole great cut. Are we missing somebody? This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There must be someone out here. Why? Now, this is the confusing part to me is why is Will running out of the... Oh, that's what they meant. They said this is the play, I guess. They said this was supposed to go to Bates. So this is Bates right here. He's the tight end. I guess it's supposed to be a jump pass sort of thing. But since Bates got tripped up in the hole, that is why he's running. Okay. See, they're trying to throw to here, I guess. But man, what a read, what an arm. I don't think people understand how difficult this pass is. He is running to the line of scrimmage, stops, and throws basically across his body. But here is the key to it. Watch his feet. His feet are pointing to the target. Now it makes the throw easier. And he's got a freaking cannon. That's good work right there, man. Now, tell me if this guy's not holding Pascal. Tell me if this guy is not holding Pascal. I have I don't know. And I'm gonna just say this too. This is more to me of more of a 3-4 defense right here. I don't know if you can tell. We got a one tech. I'm gonna say a boule is a one tech, or as the 3-4 calls like a 3-4 under. This is more like a one tech. This is almost like a 2. It could be a 3. I can't tell. So I'm gonna say 2 or 3. So that's more like a 3-4. I mean a 4-3. 4-3 is a one tech and a 3 tech. And the 3-4 is usually a 0 with 2-4 or 4 eyes with the defensive tackle. So this is similar to a 4-3, and I think that's because we got a boule in here and inside because we lost Bully. Now Boule's got to do a better job though. That's not going to cut it. Okay. Reason why is because if he holds, he should be able to get across that guy's face and in this gap. And maybe takes this center to have to chip. See, when they don't have to chip, when linemen don't have to chip, they can get to the linebackers quicker. And now we get cut off, and now they get too many yards. 4 yards is too many. 3 or less. Remember, 3 or less. So now, with this, for me, I'm guessing, knowing what you have, knowing what's going on, if Jones has to come now. Because I'm not sure what this is. I'm confused myself. I've watched it many times. Like, I'm not sure why Devontae is escaping to the flat right now so quickly. The reason why is because he should be coming up too. I don't know if he saw some on film that he had an idea what was going to be run. But that's still just too much for LSU run game, which has been non-existent. This play scares me. Scares me a lot. I've been in this situation. If you look at the LSU, this is almost the same freaking play. Man, this is scary. The LSU interception, my first interception in college was sort of the same thing. They used to run this. They will run. Let me see if I get it. No, it's a little different. So, Quadre should not be fooled by this route. He cannot be occupied by that route. He cannot, because he is beat. It is a similar route. He's beat. Right now, he's covering up. He's making up ground. He is beat. This is not good. Now, the great thing about he did was he turned his head around. He turned his head around. Look, he touched this guy. He impedes his path to the ball right there. Right there. He's impeding it. But his eyes are back to the ball and he makes a play on the ball. As a DB, if your head's turned, you can do a lot of jump. Trust me. This guy's going to be special. I can't wait to see him next year. He is a beast. Wallace is a beast. I know he didn't make the tackle, but everything else, look at him run again. That guy is going to be a beast. Now we got to get off the field. 3rd and 11. Now this is decent work by Square. It doesn't seem like much, but he makes this ball get elevated enough, and then we see a Vito sighting. I think if he catches that, this is not a happy ending. That's good work by those. Square getting depth. This is what I'm a broken record for the last few years. People think that passing game is purely with the secondary, just 4 guys. It's not. The linebackers play a big part. If Square is not getting depth and he's right here, then Max could change the trajectory and put this thing on him. But since he knows this guy is coming here, he's going to have to throw it over this guy's head. So he had to put some air under it. But he's got to put enough. Can't put too much because you know he got the safety coming out off the other hash. That's what makes that tough throw because of Square. Square makes that throw. They just beat us on that one. Another situation of a running back in open field. This is spectacular blocking. Two double teams, and then we get to the next level. When you can double team a guy and then get to the next level, it's ball game. Great job by Kennard, taking him where he wants to go, but staying engaged. This is big. A seal on the other linebacker, the hole opens up. Great job by Kennard. He couldn't. Now, the perfect thing, which is hard to do because it looks like LSU is trying to slant, is for Kennard to get his butt over here. But that's easy said than done. But he stays engaged and lets Smoke get here. Now, Smoke, we got to. I'm just being critical right now. We got to find a way to not let this guy touch us. Because I played this guy before. He's scared. I'm going to just tell you right now. He is scared. Because he knows you have a 2-way go. You can go this way or that way. And that's 53 1/3 yards that he has to somehow cut off half of it. And that's a great play by him. Because right now, he's saying, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, I got him. Whew. That's not a good situation for a safety to be in. We have to make them pay a little more often. Now, this to me is going to be a screen pass to Smoke. We got Donut in the backfield with Smoke. He's supposed to be right here about right now. He's supposed to be right behind. I think that's Rig. And that's supposed to be a pass to him. And he's supposed to catch it. Rig's supposed to block. And we're supposed to get this first down. But unfortunately, he tripped over Kennard. Got Kennard out. Now we're in this situation. Oh boy, I feel bad for Donut. I'm not sure if Wandale was supposed to rub this guy. The ball is passed by the line of scrimmage. He could have done. I don't know if this is in the route. Try to rub him and then go block, because Donut is not happy about that. Now on defense, we gotta get off the field. We got to. We can't let this happen. There's just so much wrong with this. Are we slanting? Are our eyes not where they're supposed to be? Where's Carrington going? Because this is the scary part. Because if Carrington has contained, Weaver could actually go under and make the running back bounce. I don't know exactly what the defense is, but he took on that block too high. He could go under this thing and make that running back come to Valentine. I don't like giving up 10 plus yards run, especially against LSU, who has shown not to be a great running team. Ooh, we almost made that. Almost a great play by Ox. Ox is the second coming of Pascal. Great motor, relentless, tries his heart out every play. Can't wait to see what he does next year. Third and one, that's tough. Third and one is just, man, what are you gonna call as a coordinator? This is great coverage. This is a cover sack and great stick to itiveness with Ox, because I'm not sure. So I'm gonna show you again. This is more, to me. I know it's like an under with a 3-4. To me, it's more of a 4-3. So we're gonna do. It just sucks. We lost Ox. So if you think of it, I'll do it. This is a 0. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm kind of inside 5. All right. So this is a 1 tech with this is not even a 2-eye. This is more of a 3 tech. So that's really a 4-3. That's what they call 3-4 under. I'm not a aficionado on 3-4, but I'm more of a 4-3 guy. But this is what they call 3-4 under. So with Bully being out and we don't have a big anchor, what the big anchor over the tackle does is, over the center, force the center to have to block him alone, or then they got a chip. They got a double team. If you got a good nose, they got a double team, which means you got a lot of one-on-one blocks. When he lines up in a 1, they can call a scheme where he doesn't have to be double teamed. That's the great advantage of the 3-4. There's a lot more, but that is a great swim. But now Ox is just too high, but he doesn't give up. Doesn't give up with great coverage. That's a coverage sack. This is a hell of a throw. A hell of a throw by Max. But this is what I want to show. Our DE stunts, or TE stunts, how you want to call it, this twist is so much better than it has been early this year. Look the pressure we put on him. We come right in his lap. That's a hell of a throw. I think I'm about to lose my screen again. All right. Ugh. I got it. These people still haven't come back to me of why it's belling out on me. I'm trying to get that rectified. Hopefully that can happen sooner than later. I apologize for it. Let me see if I can get back to that play. I'm getting close to it. We're just gonna rewatch it again. Just we have to play. We came out in the first quarter like our hair was on fire. It was exciting to see them play like that. We have to find a way to keep doing that for the whole game, which is really difficult to do. I'm not saying that's easy. It's very difficult, but we got to find a way to continue to keep that intensity, especially at home when the fans are giving you that extra boost. We got to find a way. We are close, but we got to do a better job, because if we're trying to get to where everybody wants to get to, that's what we got to do. This is a hell of a throw. This is from the hash to the numbers, to the sideline. You know how far that is? That is like 33 yards just sideways. Then it's like a 15-yard throw. That is an amazing throw. Amazing. Now this one, we got lucky. Corker should have been there a little sooner. You can tell right now, Corker has the running back. He's mirroring him. We have to understand that down the distance, 3rd and 2. If that's our guy, we got to come now. We got to come now. We got lucky there. Because even if he gets hit, that's still too much. Way to get out of the end zone. This is what we have to see more of. We got to see Will involved in the run game a little bit more against against Georgia. It's going to slow down the pursuit, because Georgia is a beast on defense. Very sound. They don't beat themselves. When this guy is pinching down, remember the play with Josh Pascal earlier when the tackle blocked down, and they had that I don't know what that jet sweepish kind of look, but Josh stayed here and got the tackle. I ran this many times in high school. When that guy's crashing down like that, it is automatic pull. He's got to stop and retrace. This, if you're an athlete at quarterback and you're not one of those big slew-footed quarterbacks, you got him beat right now. And that's what, 8, 10 easy yards. That's 10 easy yards. We got that all day. Next time, here's the great thing about it. Let me just show this real quick. So we got an end zone cut. Ooh, I can't wait to get Georgia in the all 22. It's gonna be glorious if I can tape it and they don't black out my screen. Now let's just say this guy stays here, right? C-Rod could get this ball if he's there. See how he's blocking down? And C-Rod, this is the conundrum defenses have. C-Rod could go, look, there's no one there for at least 15 yards. That's beautiful action right there. Great cut. Yeah, that's a great. He doesn't make this cut 2 or 3 games ago. The wide zone. See that? Oops. Oh, don't do it to me again. I don't know if this is the recording and they don't want me recording. Nah, this is software. All right. Next time it goes down, we just gonna call it a day. We have done a lot already, so it's not the end of the world. We're almost at the end anyway. But if this goes down again, that's a great cut, man. That's an elite cut. That's a cut where pro teams see him like, okay, he got it. This is a wide zone. He is supposed to go anywhere. And the great thing about wide zone, you go anywhere, right? But his intention, C-Rod's to go somewhere in here, somewhere out there. But he sees we are washing everybody that way. This is bogged up. As long as Horsey washes this guy over here, we got a seal by Dare. Look at that. And that's all easy. Oh, man, that's beautiful. Now we just got, man, that's great work. I got to show Anthony that one, man. He wouldn't, I'm telling you, he wouldn't have done that 2 weeks ago. I promise you. Now they are just coming. That's two great defensive calls. That a good run blitz with the tackle machine, Damon Clark. Now 3rd and 8. They won on that. But here's the freaking deal. How do they not give us this one? So 2 possessions, we beat ourselves. That's a jump on them. 2 possessions, we beat ourselves. Once, we had a 2nd and 3. We had the screen pass. That square couldn't get out. Then we hit the donut swing pass. Didn't work. Then on this one, same thing. We have 4th and 1. We made them jump, and we should have the ball. We stopped ourselves, or with the help of the refs. Just give you a little bit of this one. Linebackers play in tandem. Now, Square does a great job of reading this and coming up to get this pulling lineman. But what he's got to do is he's got to keep his outside arm free and force the running back to go back this way to the unblocked linebacker. See this? It'll be, see how he went inside the lineman? Now, sometimes they can do that, and this linebacker is supposed to know and supposed to go over the top, but it doesn't look like it because Jones stopped. Got to get him down, live to see another down. Turn your head around, they won't call it. Simple as that. Turn your head around, unless you do something really egregious, they're not going to call it. See, this is blown assignment. You look at it, why is Abule? It's like they're slanting. And they look like they're just slanting on the boundary side. And that doesn't look right because the linebackers doesn't work in coordination with that. And nobody else is slanting. Looks like Pascal, if he's slanting to the boundary. Something is up. Okay. Let me take that back. I forgot. This is where we have a cowboy blitz. Something still doesn't look right. That's probably right because he's got to give room for the corner. I don't like that one. That makes me feel a little nauseous even right now. But that's a great play. Jones and Square do a good job playing off each other. Great job by Square. Great job by everybody on that. That's good stuff. Get them in easy call downs. This is another. People call it soft defense. I don't know why it's called soft. It makes no sense to me. Don't tell me it's going to do it to me again. All right. I'm going to end with the video because it's really giving me trouble. But I don't understand the soft defense part of it. It's not soft, okay? Here's the deal. Even when you run a prevent, all a prevent is instead of playing your underneath coverage at the sticks, you're going to give the sticks plus some yards. That's prevent. It's the same freaking coverage call. There's nothing different. You just give a little bit more room. When you play coverage, great thing about it, if everybody does what they're supposed to do and be in coverage, the windows can be like really, really difficult. Now that means you're going to have to swing the ball to a running back. Here's the thing about running backs. Running backs are running backs for a reason. Normally, the majority of them don't have good hands. So let them throw it to them. Normally, the majority of them, when they catch it, are not nimble enough to catch it, then get upfield right now. Normally, they have to gather themselves and all that stuff. So now, if you're looking at the quarterback, you got enough time to react and hit that running back with a minimum of 4 to 5 yards. No quarterback is going to consistently do that the whole game. Just give you 5 yards or 3. He's going to throw a 3-yard route to the running back. Sometimes the running back gets caught in the wash. It's not a soft defense. It's called coverage. That's all it is. It's called coverage. And the only thing about it is you don't get the excitement of blitzes and sacks and potential sacks. But you also don't get yourself in a bind where your corner gets beat and he gets an easy touchdown. So the soft word needs to be eliminated. Now, the reason why the NFL plays a lot of man is because you have the 4-yard touch rule. You can't touch anybody after 5 yards. I said 5 yards. So therefore, you can't play zone, because in zone you like to reroute guys and touch them. If you touch a receiver in the NFL after 5 yards, it's going to probably get you a penalty. It's going to be a legal touch. A legal contact. It's going to be, if the ball's in there, it's going to be a PI, all that good stuff. So that's why you see a lot more man in the NFL than in college, because you have the 5-yard chuck zone. That's it. After that, you can't touch them. So, all right, man. That was a good first half. That wasn't a good first half. That was a great first half. You hear me? And don't sleep on special teams. Special teams have been playing so much better these last couple games. We've been getting consistent punts inside the 15-yard line, starting the opponent inside their territory, making them have to drive 80-plus yards, which if you look at the stats, if a team has drive 80 yards, their chance of scoring is probably about 20%. It makes a difference between the 20 and the 35. It doesn't seem like it. That's just one less first down they have to make, and it makes a big difference. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I know you guys are watching, so you hear me talk. Please go to Drive with Styles and subscribe. The more subscribers I get, the more I can give to you guys later. I promise you. And while you're at my site subscribing, go to the locker in quotation and subscribe to myself and Anthony White over at that YouTube channel too. Because I promise you, Wednesdays is a good time to hear about UK football from 2 former players. So go, since you're watching here, subscribe on the site that you're watching me on right now on YouTube. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the bell at the top right, so you can get notified when I go live. And head on over to the locker in quotation. The locker is in quotation, and go subscribe to that channel too. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the second half.